That's my boy. Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. We're back at the rental. We're going to do a little walkthrough, kind of see where I'm at with it. Just kind of trying to get some stuff squared away. Oh. I washed these walls down. You can see it's actually reflecting. I hadn't done much in here. I did fix the faucet was leaking, so I had to take it all out and redo it. You can see my mess in here. I washed all these walls down. So I washed the walls down, washed the door over to about right there, which I moved that door from over here. But I cleaned that wall and the baseboards. You can see I still gotta wash that wall over there, and from that light, or window light. So I don't know if you can really tell, but I got the upper cabinets. All this wall's been washed. That I'm gonna change that whole piece, so I'm not worried about cleaning it. The door frame, I'm still gonna probably replace some of it, but all that to this door, I'm gonna paint that door, which I'm gonna repaint all this stuff. But I did wash all this down. I got an issue with my water heater, my pressure valve. It seems to be still, for some reason, it don't want to stop leaking, and I'm not really sure. I don't know if my pressure valve coming into the house is bad or what the deal is actually, so I'm trying to work through that. I think I may have to put an expansion tank in. I'm not really sure why I would have to do it now, and it's never had one. I don't know what's changed, or maybe I just got a bad pressure valve. So I did wash this wall down, and so I got to clean the bottom cabinets above the top cabinets on the top and all that. Finished this room, washing it down, pulling stickers and all that stuff. Finished washing these two walls, and then to there. I did actually change the box, that old electric box. I did change it, put a new one up in its place. There's still a lot left. It's still going to be a while, but this is, you know, priority. This thing's eating $500 a month or $600, whatever I decide to go rent. It costs me $500 right now between all the payment and stuff. But I got to get some blocks, some 4x4 posts, and come in and level the floor out. And that's not, you know, doesn't pertain to the last renter. That's not something they did, but it needs to be leveled, because I don't know why. You can see down in there, maybe, but there was a block right there. There's a center block that's holding this one piece up right here, this run. Well, going that way, there's no more supports. There's one there, but it's not actually attached to anything. There's one back there. So there's a couple of these runs right here that need to be actually lifted up and leveled. So I've got to do that. But once I put the actual wood back down, I can go ahead and start dropping my light fixtures and stuff down, start painting once I get this level. But I do have, like, let's see if I can find it here somewhere. There's a crack right there. If you can see that. This is sagging. So I gotta find where a joist is somewhere here and pull that up. Because when I push it up, it actually gets tight right there. So it just needs a couple of screws in it. I think it's just the run between here. It's got a newer roof on the house. I think maybe when the the house, before they actually put the roof on it, some of the sheetrock had sagged, maybe it got wet or something, and it's just never been put back up, because it's the same thing in here. There's some sagging sheetrock. This room's a lot brighter. But once I get that figured out, where my joist is enough to run some screws in it and pull it up tight, you can see that's hanging over there. You get across the ditch here. But yeah, right there, it's sagging. It's got a dip in it. If I can get it to focus. So if I can get that dip squared away. Yeah, so if I can get that dip squared away, then I'll be able to get all the repairs, get the sheetrock pulled up. Then I will be able to actually pull that up, and then whatever holes I end up putting in it, I can patch the repairs the holes, unless it's going to be something bad. And then I will actually have to probably mud and tape and mud some of that where it's sagging from, good Lord, so the cracks in it. It's sagging from where the floor has sunk down. It's let that center wall actually drop down, and it's pulled some of the tape joints loose. So once I get that jacked up, get it solid, then I'll break out the sheetrock mud. But first I gotta clean. I've got to get the control on this thing because it still stinks somewhat. So I'll pull up all the tack strips and clean all the baseboards, because I've caught my hand on them a couple times. Clean all the baseboards, get anything that's still in here out, and just do a once over clean top to bottom, clean them cabinets. Go ahead and knock loose like the door frame right there. Make a decision on, let's see if I can get you zoomed in there. See, like that door frame's busted out. There's some issues here. Make a decision what I'm going to do on these door frames, because if I'm going to pull them off, I need to do it before I clean, before I do any kind of painting or anything. But once I get everything clean, everything leveled, and break out the sheetrock mud, I'll go through the entire house, patching up any holes, any, like the crack wherever I'm at. Let's see. Yeah, that crack right there. Fix that crack, fix that crack, and get all that squared away, and all the tape joints. If you can see all that stuff on the right there and there, get all that fixed. The bathroom's got some issues like that too. It's not so much in the ceiling, I don't think, but this ceiling's crazy. I've hit my head. It's in the corner. You can possibly see it's got some broken, loose areas. So, and then when everybody wants to, I've got some damage here too, but that's just, I'm putting some mud on it. I don't know what in the world did that. That's claws. What in the world clawed this high? I'm 6'2", and it's probably to my chin. Well, a little lower than my chin, but. And same thing with this room. I hadn't really started in it. Yeah. It's a mess. Like I say, it'll all be painted top to bottom, and I'll go through, once I do my sheetrock mud, all these little joints right here. This is my pet peeve right here. I will go through and I will caulk all of these joints. Everything that shows a gap anywhere like that, I'll go through and I'll caulk every bit of that. And the reason I do that, for one, it looks a lot better, but for two, when you're heating and cooling your home, if you caulk all those seams, it will help with the utility bill. It will actually help your cooling and heating where you don't have air escaping. The way I see it, if it's cheaper for my tenant to heat and cool the rental, it's easier for them to pay me. They don't, so if they're paying $600 or $800 a month in utilities versus $200, that's $400 more. You would assume, but you know about the word assume, but you would assume that would save them money in the long run and would make it easier for them to pay. You would assume. So I don't know, but that's where we're at. I got the logs changed. I got all the mess outside picked up, and maybe next couple of days we'll get on some car stuff, go back drifting. We'll see. All right, here we go.